today's video, I'm here to talk about the things or the mistakes we should avoid before and during the interview process. Yes, before I mean as you're preparing for your interview, and during is the actual day that you go for your interview. What are those mistakes that we should avoid or you should avoid as you are planning or preparing to go for your interview? Yes, if this sounds so good and if this is the information that you would like and admire and want to share with the rest of the people, please do one thing: like our videos, and if you're a new viewer to Let's Chat Africa, please subscribe and feel at home. And for our continuing subscribers, you are most welcome. Yes, let's dive into that day's topic. Yes, like I said, thank you so much for being here, and this is Let's Chat Africa with me, your host Olivia, and today's topic is about the things or the mistakes you should avoid during your preparations and at the actual date of your interview. Yes, the mistakes you should avoid when preparing and the actual day for your interview. But before we go any further, I want to say thank you so much for our viewers, especially the new subscribers. You are most welcome. Please like our videos, share our videos, and for our continuing subscribers, I am glad you are still with us, and yes, you make us smile. Thank you so much. For my team Positive Vibe, you're the reason why I read. You're the reason why I wake up to make this for you, because I believe information is good and it will empower you, because we believe when you're empowered with information, yes, you can do a lot of things. And remember, they say knowledge is power, but what is knowledge without information? Yes, on this Let's Chat Africa, we share information concerning travel tips. And before anything, just a disclaimer and to remind you, I am not a migration officer, neither am I a migration agent, and I don't work on behalf of anyone, and I'm not a lawyer. Also, if you're seeking legal advice, please do me one thing: seek for professional lawyer and migration officers. Yes, on Let's Chat Africa, we share information, like I said, on travel tips. Yes, we encourage people positive thinking, positive believing, positive energy. And what do we mean positive thinking? Believe in yourself, change your mindset, change the way you see things, work on things, wake up, start planning, have a set in mind. What is it that you're gonna do? What is it that you love doing? Yes, appreciate yourself more, encourage you, and all that being said, yes, we love Africa. We showcase Africa. We want to move around Africa and showcase Africa to the world. And above all, we are proudly Africans. That's why we're here. And once again, you are on Let's Chat Africa. Yes, to dive into today's topic. Today's topic is all about the things or the mistakes you should avoid when you're planning for your interview and during the actual interview date. Number one, as you're filling your form for any particular type of visa that you're going for, it can be visa, it can be education, you're going for maybe further education, you are going as an artist, you are going as a musician. Yes, any form that you're trying to fill. And let me be specific: if you're going for visa, that is a B1/B2, you are filling DS-160. Yes, DS-160. So if you're filling this form, make sure you fill it correctly with the right information. Be accurate and be transparent enough. What do I mean transparent? Be real. Put facts. Don't think, don't meander, don't guess. Put the right things on that as you're filling that application. And another thing, as you're filling the application, all the things you've mentioned on that form, please make sure you have supporting documents. All the things you've mentioned, make sure you have supporting document. For instance, if you mention that you're married, do you have a marriage certificate? Yes, and a valid one and a legal one at that. If you said you have children, do you have the birth certificates for the children? Yes, do you have them? If you don't have them, what's your plan? Yes. If you're saying you have properties, you have a house, do you have the titles? Do you have the specific documentation for those properties? If you're saying it's a business, you're mentioning it, remember, on the form. Yes, remember, you're mentioning it on the form. Do you have the supporting documents for that kind of business you're talking about? You're saying you're a mother, You're saying you are married, you're a husband. Yes, what shows that you are a husband, a mother, a businesswoman, all that. Those are the documents I'm talking about. They are supporting documents. Everything you write on that form, make sure you have the supporting documents. Your age, do you have your birth certificate? Do you have your national ID? Depending on your country, yes, depending on where you live or which country. So every country, they have their own IDs. They have their own birth certificates. But I believe every country has a document to do with birth certificate, to do with ID. So when you're filling the form, remember everything you mention on that form, you should have the supporting documents. Please don't fig it around. Don't don't even think about it. You must have them. Otherwise, you don't have them. Because if you're saying you have this, if you're saying you have children, if you're saying you are married, and then you can't even present a simple marriage certificate, a simple birth certificate, for heaven's sake, even if you are the officer, I mean, if even if you're the interview officer or the migration officer at the consulate, and you present such a case, what would you do for such a person? Trust me, the next thing would be, I'm sorry, oh please, your documents are lacking. You don't want to go to the interview and then they tell you your documents are lacking. You know what that means? It means you're calling for your case to be reviewed for a long time. You're calling for your case to be into the process, like be in the process and process and process. And you don't want that. That is time, like time wasting. Yes, I'm still on the documents. So after all that, before you submit your form, yes, this is after you filled your forms and you are sure you have the supporting documents of the things you've mentioned on your form. Yes, make sure before you submit, you read through, you go through everything, you understand the corrections of your name. Make sure everything is accurate. How do you type your name wrongly? For heaven's sake, if it is your name. If you're saying you have children, how do you type mistakes in your children's names? So if you do it, so who will type them right? So please avoid those kind of mistakes. Yes, that is during the preparation before you go for the actual interview. Now, the big day is here. It's time for you. You have the date and you know you're going for your interview on this particular day. And yes, before you go for that interview, remember we talked about the documents. Now the actual truth is here. Do you have the documents? Put them properly, prepare them, file them in order such that by the time you reach there and the officer asks you, give me your birth certificate, you have it. Your children's birth certificates, you have it. Present your marriage certificate, you have it. Bank statement, you have it. You're not fidgeting around. It's so bad when you start fidgeting in front of the interviewer, my friend. Yes, it is very embarrassing, especially when you are an adult for a child. But an adult, no. It is not nice. So prepare, have the documents so well. And then when you wake up, you're going for the interview. Please wake up early, prepare, and the dressing code. Please, the dressing code. Dress nicely, dress presentably, impress. Remember the first impression. Be it a job, be it an interview, you have to impress. Don't wear too much strong perfume. You don't know the person you're going to. You don't know the interviewer whether he's allergic to perfume. You don't know whether this person will be sneezing as he or she is interviewing you. So avoid those strong perfumes. Yes, please smell nice. It is okay. Smell nice, look nice, but don't over exaggerate it. Please don't over exaggerate it. Just be modest. Yes, be simple and clean and smart. Yes, then when you're going for the interview, if your interview is like at 8 in the morning, please go early. Go early and go through all the checks in. Go through everything that you're supposed to go through so that you avoid the last minute panic. Yes, it is so embarrassing for you to start panicking at your actual interview, because if you panic from the entries, you panic from the checks, you panic from everything, by the time you reach at the interviewer, you're nervous. Yes, you are nervous and you don't even know what you're going to speak. So avoid all those mistakes. Yes, go on time so that you can be checked, so that you can even be sure whether you have all the documents. For instance, you're going for your interview and then you don't even have your travel documents or your passport. Oh my God, that is so annoying, so embarrassing. So please do everything on time. And then when you reach there and now the actual interview, they have called your name. Please present yourself well, calmly. Yes, be calm. Listen. Yes, listening is a skill. Listen to the questions. As you listen to the questions, please answer the question that is being asked. Don't meander, don't talk too much, don't talk too less. Just keep yourself within the zone of the question. Don't tell a story for the story and the story. Don't turn off the interviewer. Answer the question. And remember, don't lie. It is okay to say that you don't know. It is okay, but it's not okay for you to lie. Because when you lie, you're calling for more questions. Yes, you're calling for more investigations. Remember? Don't lie. Say you don't know if you don't know, and don't guess. Avoid guessing. Avoid saying things you're not sure of. Yes, avoid those small things that will turn off the person, and be respectful. Yes, be respectful to the interviewer. Don't question in a rude way. For instance, if it goes bad and someone says you are denied, or your documents are lacking, you don't want to go to the interview and then they say your documents are lacking. It means a lot. It means it will take time for them to go through your case, and it will be pending for some time. So don't lie. And don't annoy, don't disrespect the person that is in front of you. Do you know why? Don't cause alarming issues. Don't cause things that may deny you your chances of coming back again for interview. Yes, they may deny you today, but you may get another opportunity. And you never know the things you've done today. If you did disrespect the person, come on, you never know. You may be ruining your chances of ever getting that kind of visa to that particular country. So please avoid those mistakes and prepare so enough. Prepare as much as you can. It is very embarrassing to show up at the interview when you've not prepared enough. It is very embarrassing to show up without all the documents. It is very embarrassing. So please, with having said all that, put that in mind. Prepare yourself. Have all the documentation. Answer questions properly. Don't guess. Don't lie. Yes, don't do that. Otherwise, I hope this has been very helpful to you. And if you find this video interesting, please give us a like, share the video, and next time we shall talk about something in front of the interviewer. Be confident. Maintain eye contact. Yes, maintain eye contact. You don't want to look this way, that way, and start looking like you are lying or you're hiding something. Don't be like a criminal, for heaven's sake. Be confident. Maintain eye contact. Yes, leave around those things of saying eye contact. Oh, you're too straight. No. With these people, you have to keep eye contact, be confident, and answer questions as they are being asked. Okay, we hope you've learned something for today. Thank you for keeping it. Let's Chat Africa. Yes, bye bye. I love you.